Howdy folks, I'm Ivan Cantor with Short of the Week, and on this week's episode we're rounding up some short fan films. Yeehaw! That's right, on this here show I'm gonna stop talking like this so you don't blow your brains out. Anyway, as I said, we're going to cover the world of short fan films. To state the obvious, fan films are films inspired by notable pop culture properties, created by fans rather than the source's copyright holders. It's sort of like fan fiction in moving picture form. With the advent of DSLRs and cheap filmmaking resources, fan films have exploded on the internet in the past few years, especially YouTube. So here are a few that we heartily recommend. First up, Pac-Man the movie. Believe it or not, the folks over at Steelhouse Productions actually made a really compelling short film about Pac-Man. It's fun, clever, and amazingly figures out a way for the Pac-Man character to exist in the real world. Then of course there is Gevorg Kerensky's Grand Theft Auto Rise, a live-action take on Rockstar's notorious video game series. The short deftly combines imagery and gameplay tropes from the series with traditional cinematic elements. Needless to say, this one was very, very popular on the internet. Consider it an anti-fan film, but you gotta love Max Landis's The Death and Return of Superman, a comedic parody film that retells the Man of Steel's exploits from an infamous 1992 comic book storyline. It's an intoxicating combination of nerd rage as well as a thoughtful critique of comic book tropes. A few other fan films that deserve mention. While these films aren't completely flawless, I tip my hat to them for even attempting something so ambitious. There's Batman Puppet Master, a fan film from director Brian Nest that takes place in Chris Nolan's Batman universe sometime in between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. And more of a trailer than a full film, Eric Zaragoza's Dead Space, Chased to Death, is an amazing display of technical craft and production design. It's based on the popular video game from Electronic Arts. Now, of course, I'd be remiss if I did an episode on fan films and didn't mention Portal No Escape. A viral sensation, this fan film from director and podcast star Dan Trachtenberg took the internet by storm a couple years back, and it's easy to see why. It's an action movie using Portal video game elements and physics. It's a great film that won an annual award on our site. The film was a huge success for Trachtenberg, providing a major boost for his career. He's currently tapped to direct the Y: The Last Man movie, a film adaptation of Brian K. Vaughan's awesome comic book series. Of course, there are tons more fan films out there. Got one you think is really good? Be sure to submit it in the comments below. And of course, if you want to get more playlists like this one, please subscribe to our channel. Otherwise, I'll be forced to start speaking in my cowboy accent again, and let's face it, nobody wants that. Until next time!